So there is a lot of questions and thoughts shared by people on the internet about 5G. Hear this one. Should we worry about 5G? Probably not. A 5G device is more harmful than a 4G device. You guys know the answer for that. So, does 5G help spread coronavirus? Seriously? I mean, this should be, I guess, one of like the mean tweets, what you see on YouTube. Anyways, a 5G base station is going to fry us. No. 5G is everywhere. We can feel the effects of radiation. I mean, seriously, we already live in a radiation kind of a world with 4G already there and your smartphones and your Wi-Fi's. So 5G is just another new generation. Hey guys, welcome to Ron's Talks. I'm Ronald Anthony. So 5G or 5th generation, what do you think? So 5 here is just a number, representing its predecessor, which is 4G. So it doesn't actually mean anything. Just the G we should worry about. That is nothing but generation. So back in the days when the first telecom thing and the cellular networks were discovered, we named it as 2G, if you guys remember. The old, slow, when you open Facebook, it used to take 5 minutes just to load the homepage. But yeah, we cannot stop technology from evolving. And yes, right now we are in the current situation of 5G. Okay, so I'm going to jump on some few questions here. To start off with, what is 5G? It is a new and upgraded cellular technology and wireless technology. And by some theories and results, it is far way better than 4G. That's why it's named 5G, yeah. So by far and way better results, I mean is internet speeds. Yes, internet speeds achieved by 5G is so vast. And through their statistics, they say that it can attain a speed of maximum 30 Gbps. Yes, gigabytes per second, 30 Gbps, and 10 gigabytes per second being the minimum. So minimum is 10 gigabytes and maximum is 30 gigabytes. This is just like, off the charts. If you just Google search what is the highest speed right now in the world, I think you'll get it somewhere around 80 to 85 Mbps, which you'll be seeing here. Yes, that is the maximum. So that is in megabytes and this is in gigabytes. So just imagine the speed you get. All your downloads, all your uploads, anything for that matter will just be like, in a click. And now speaking technically, 5G has larger bandwidths. What I mean by bandwidth is you can just think of this. Your calls, your internet, all will be more smoother and faster. 5G supports 1 million devices per square meter. So what that means is if there is a 5G tower in your surroundings, it can support up to 1 million devices in that square meter. But whereas 4G just supports 100,000. So you can get to know the difference. That is why 5G is more advanced and better. 5G has high frequency radio waves, and it is because of this sole reason that all your internet and everything will be faster. Obviously, any new advancement in technology or any new thing, that is why it becomes a better thing than the old one. That is why 5G is way better than 4G. What I just told before was the advantages. Now let me tell you some downscales of 5G. First and foremost, what you all have to keep in mind is the frequency of a 5G network is very high. So when frequencies are very high, the range will be very less. What I mean by range is the connectivity to your phone. So if the tower is near your house, you get a proper signal when you are near your house, not when you go away from your house. There is a nice diagrammatic representation. I'll just explain it to you. So this is just the diagrammatic representation what I was telling you. And think this green spot is you, user, using your phone or any other device which supports 5G. And this red spots here are the 5G towers. And since you are the user, you have to be close to a tower. That is when you can get the maximum network or the maximum connectivity. If you are far, it won't be visible. Your range will be very low. So these black lines here are the obstacles. And the thing about 5G is it doesn't do well with obstacles. And the the radio waves which I mentioned earlier will have a lesser frequency when it passes through obstacles. I mean, that is how waves are, right? So that is why each of these red dots are placed here, and there are a lot of red dots, or as mentioned here, are 5G towers required to be placed around the users. So that is when you can get a maximum network. And it is not like these days. These days there is 4G and there is just a single tower, and a single tower is used for a large connectivity. But in the case of 5G, it is not possible like that. There should be a numerous towers placed so that you can get maximum range. So another major downscale of 5G is you can't use 5G right in the device which you have right now. Seriously, you can't do that. You will have to buy a device which will support 5G, and that is the point here. A new 5G device will cost so much, right from Samsung's S10 Plus 5G version to Note 20 Ultra and probably the new iPhone 12. And there are so many mobile companies who have started their production for 5G devices, but it will be expensive. Some of you are still wondering that it could have any effects on human health, radiation and stuff. I mean, see, first of all, as I mentioned earlier also, we are living in a world of radiation. Any device you have right now, the Wi-Fi is at your home, the laptops, your phones, everything emit out radiations. And we are still living, right? I mean, it's been so long. So just think of 5G as just another thing added to that, and you don't have to worry about the radiations. I mean, you might think I'm saying this, but there are no actual proofs that 5G has affected human health. Literally, there are no proofs at all. So based on that, I just told you this. See, this certainly is a debatable topic. I'm not for or against it. I just educated you guys out there about this. There is something called NSA and SA. So NSA here means non-standalone point 5G, and SA means standalone point 5G. Okay, you guys might think this is some complicated thing, but it is not. See, right now, you would have read in the news saying 5G is already there in the US and all. Yeah, I understand it's already there, but they are using NSAs. What is an NSA is, you get partial 5G. It is not pure 5G. It is just partial. So right now, what that 100 Mbps which they had promised in 4G, you can get that in 5G. But it won't be pure, like exact, not that 30 Gbps what I was telling. But whereas SAs, it's called standalone point 5G, that will be pure 5G, which is not yet come into the world. Another major thing which I would like to tell you guys is the cost of setting up 5G, or the cost of owning 5G, would be 50,000 crores. Yeah, let it be any telecom company in the world. They'll have to spend that much to enable 5G around us. Now for some tips and applications of 5G. First one is, should you invest in a 5G phone? Definitely yes, because as I said earlier, it won't work in your old or existing phones. You'll have to buy a new 5G device which would support it. And will 5G be available only for smartphones? No. All your laptops, and these days you would have heard about self-driven cars. Yes, 5G will help it to be more efficient, and it is also a major thing in medical industries for surgeries, and new laptops which can be enabled with 5Gs. Yes, you have it all. So not just your phones and other applications, it will definitely be available. The last question I would want to tell you guys is, it is the most asked question. Will your current smartphone support 5G? No, definitely not. As I said earlier, you can rewind the video and watch. It won't support. So you'll have to, at any cost, buy a new smartphone which supports 5G. Lastly, there are two new trends I would like to share with you guys about 5G. Is there is a war, you can say, war, not physical war, between USA and China to determine who wants 5G first. Literally, they both are shelling out how much ever they can in investing so much into this 5G, and they want to be the number one in the world to have 5G. And secondly, in India, you guys can imagine what has happened. If any new thing wants to get started, just imagine the time it takes. Best example is the metros. Literally, the metros took up to, I think, 10 years. Seriously. So this 5G, I guess by the year 2024 or 2025, you would be experiencing it in India. Yeah, guys, unfortunately, I can't show you the actual live tests of 5G speed because in India, it's actually not yet there present. But if you guys still want to witness the live speed tests and everything, I'll link up few videos down in the description, right from MKBHD and The Verge. So many channels have live speed tests, and if you guys are interested, you can watch that. So this is it about 5G, guys. Hope you had some idea by seeing this video, and please comment down what you think about 5G and also this video, and let's all of us together try to make this world a better place. And by that being said, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.